track time, you want to show touchdowns scored way more than you want to show yards per carry.
He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Eagles 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Nicky something blocked.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
On the out of there, boy. What happened to you?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. But Mostert a first down carry. This will wind up only getting him a couple. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me because...
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He finds Coleman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. Now Sanders. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the...
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Taken at about the 36. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense at their 1st and 10.
6-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had 2 drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. But now it's 3rd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Kaepernick. Oh, he'll look downfield for... And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 40 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Dances by him. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run a middle order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Four receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. If you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Taken down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Brandon Graham in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Here's third and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Now Kaepernick completes it to Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
First down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Mostert, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
He was taken down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
The ball carrier.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Eagles' 5-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Kaepernick now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Arik Armstead. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they... And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Running the counter with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. To throw, Kaepernick. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
24-yard line.
Now Kaepernick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, force the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Number 20.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Taken down at the 22-yard line.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dee Ford. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
It's now 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
To George
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Here's Mostert, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA
Barclays Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. A throw out wide by Kaepernick is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Mostert. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash, this from 33. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side. And now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, 1 game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.